This is breaking news from 4 News Now. This is breaking news from 4 News Now.
Good afternoon for 4 News Now. I'm Rob King. Brian Kohberger, the suspect in the Moscow murders, appeared in court again today. And we're going to go live to KXLY's Vanessa Perez, who's in Latah County, and she'll have the latest of what happened in court today. Vanessa, you were there in the courtroom today. Just kind of walk us through what happened. What was your experience?
Yeah, so Brian Kohberger, his preliminary hearing is going to be set for June 26th at 9 a.m. Both the prosecution and defense were in agreement to that date. The judge asked him if he knew that he was waiving his right to a preliminary speedy trial. When you're arrested in Idaho, you're supposed to get that within the 14 days. So obviously that's going to be 6 months from now. So they asked him if he was okay with that. Obviously he was okay. We can expect him to plead not guilty or guilty in that preliminary hearing in June. He didn't really look back the whole time. His attorney was pretty much doing all the talking in there. Yeah, he appeared pretty stoic. So we can expect that hearing in June. And then the judge also reserved 4 days where the prosecution and defense will be able to present evidence.
Got it. So this is kind of the next step is the preliminary hearing. That's sort of like the mini trial that we've been talking about for a couple weeks now. There's going to be evidence presented, witnesses, and then what sort of determination does the judge make at the end of that?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. But in that mini trial, they'll kind of figure out, right, if they have enough evidence to go to trial, and that is expected to occur, though.
Yeah.
And do you think there's going to be more information than what was in the affidavit possibly presented at this preliminary hearing?
I think so, because we probably will hear from witnesses, so they may have more information.
Got it. And again, that is the preliminary hearing has been set. That's Monday. That's June 26th at 9 a.m. and no bail. And yeah, Vanessa, just kind of talk about was anyone else there? Were any the victims' families have been there in court for previous hearings? Were any of them there today?
Yeah, we didn't see any family today. So the front row is reserved for family. We saw some people there. But it didn't appear like they were family. We know that the Gonzalez attorney was present, but he did not do any interviews.
Okay, got it. Vanessa, is there anything else you want to add before I let you get back to work?
No. Well, the police chief was also there, Chief Fry. He was in the courtroom. Yeah,
and we've been spoken with him a lot throughout this entire process, and all the law enforcement partners that have been working on this. All right, well, Vanessa, thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
We do have a little bit of video from Mr. Kohberger's appearance today. I'm going to pull some of that up right now, and you should be able to see just the moment that his attorneys and him did make that decision.
To the 5 felony counts that were charged in the criminal complaint that was filed on December 29th of 2022. Are you waiving your right to a speedy preliminary hearing and agreeing that that hearing can be held outside the 14-day period?
Yes.
And Ms. Taylor, do you concur with his waiver?
I do, Your Honor. Thank you.
I will find your waiver of speedy preliminary hearing is knowing, intelligently, voluntarily entered here in open court with the assistance of counsel. We will go ahead and set the matter for a preliminary hearing. Beginning Monday, June 26th at 9:00 a.m. And I will go ahead observe the week, so June 26th to June 30th, in the event that we need all 5 days for presentation of evidence. And just so.
And again, if you're joining us, that was Brian Kohberger appearing in Latah County Court this morning as the suspect in the Moscow murders. His preliminary hearing has been set, as you might have heard the judge say, for Monday, June 26th. That is the sort of mini trial in which witnesses, evidence will be presented, and then the judge will make a determination from there as to whether or not to go to trial. We'll have more details coming up in 4 News Now at 5, but for now, live at the KXLY Plus Digital News Center, Rob King, 4 News Now.